All right, everybody. So I've circled the two assignments from last week that we went over, that I assigned. One was for Wednesday. I labeled the first one. It says New Zealand Mountain gets legal rights. Friday, tariffs coming on auto chips and pharmaceuticals. Take a minute and just write in the chat, which one would you rather review? Two totally different subjects, totally different sets of vocabulary. Take a minute and just vote in the chat. I see 3 responses there. 4. Okay, good. You'll see a little bar on the right side of your screen. That's the video panel. I'm just going to greet everybody. All right, nice to see some familiar faces. I see Ira, Judith, McLaren, Helenice. Nice to see you all. Herbert, Arthur, Elise, a few black squares, but that's forgiven. Jorge, Lamarana, Amaya, Felipe, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Okay, all right, so now we've got a lot of responses. I'll read them. Okay. So we have 1 for Wednesday, 2 for Wednesday, 1 for Friday, 1 for Friday. Okay, Friday is now in the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Friday. Oh, 1 more for Wednesday. Okay, so here are the votes. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3 for Wednesday's assignment, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 for Friday's assignment. Okay, everybody. So this set of vocabulary, tariffs coming on auto chips and pharmaceuticals, that one. But who knows? Maybe if we get through everything tonight, we can review Wednesdays as well. All right. So nice work. And let's go right into it. I'll go over the vocabulary first, and you can follow my lead with the pronunciation. And then I'll choose one person to take control of my screen, and you can do the exercises together. Here we are. So this is the article. And all right, so it was a pretty close one. It was like 50-50. Both good sets of vocabulary, both relevant, and both were listening assignments. So I'm going to go over the vocabulary first. Here we are. Okay, everybody. It's a short vocab list, but you can follow along with the pronunciation, and you can turn your microphones off. I don't have to do the pronunciation myself. I'll just click. Everybody ready?
Are about to.
Are about to.
Are about you.
Are about to.
Are about to.
Are
Are about to.
About to.
Here we go.
Autos.
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 Auto.
Probably the same in many languages there.
Chips.
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 And in the context, it's actually talking about microchips, the pieces of silicon that are in very high demand in the modern world. Not potato chips, but silicon. Was produced in Taiwan and South Korea and all those places, and in the United States as well. Okay.
Expensive.
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 Imported.
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 This one is a mouthful, so I'd say slow down when you pronounce this one.
Pharmaceuticals.
Nice job, G.
Pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceuticals.
Now for this one, I'm actually going to point at my mouth to kind of watch how I move my lower lip against my teeth. Pharmaceuticals.
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 Plants.
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 Plans.
Plans.
Slap.
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 Now, again, in the context, this is a verb. In the context of the article, it means to put in place. A new rule was slapped on. It doesn't mean like a physical slap, like somebody slapped you across the face. It's saying in the context of the article, it says to slap a new 25% tariff. So it means something added to a trade deal.
It's different if you slap something in the back when someone trying to swallow it,
Well, it's actually this.
shock him.
You could say that, but it's a very irregular use of the word. A slap in the physical sense is like an open palm
Yes, in the
strike.
back.
But in the sense of the article, it says President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff. So in the article, it just means adding a new caveat, a new rule in a trade deal. Like it's slapped on a new part of a negotiation. Something like that. You could say like a contract. If you have a contract with if you're renting, you have a contract with your landlord. Maybe your landlord wanted to raise the rent, slapped on another $100. You could say that would be a common use of the word in this particular context. It's a detail and like a financial agreement, like a contract, something like that.
In the quiz.
Or you could say at work, oh, well, I was at work and then they slapped on this new Wednesday meeting we have to attend, something like that. Tariff.
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 Tariff. Tax or
Tariff.
fee. There we go. So that is that's the vocabulary. Let's go right into it. Who would like to take control of my device? That's the fun part. Who wants to take control of my screen? Last week, I believe it was Sandy who did it at the end of class. Sandy's not here at the moment. Oh, you're here. Hey, Sandy, how you doing? Sandy, you did it last time. Who would you like to take control of my screen? Sandy's deep in thought. Helenise, you want to give it a try?
Yes, please,
Yay,
teacher.
okay, here we go. All right. So Helenise, I'm going to give you control of my screen. You're going to be, steering the ship. You're going to be taking control of the whole class. Here we go. All right. So remote control giving to Helenise. Okay, Helenise, whenever you're ready.
Okay, everybody ready?
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Cars are about to get much more expensive.
You can replay it.
Yeah.
Cars are about to get much more expensive.
The video says cars are going to.
Cost more money.
1 second, teacher. I don't know why, but
Yeah, we can
Cost more money.
see.
Cost more money.
the link is impossible. See, right now it's better, little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
The
was
video
the same
says,
here.
Yes.
Can you see it now?
yeah.
Yeah.
They say the car going
Now it's
to
better.
It might have been a
more
delay.
money. Cost
Yeah,
more money.
Your choices
Oh,
are
yeah.
A,
Better.
become slower,
Yeah.
Cost more money.
Cost more.
Number
What do you
3.
say?
One,
A, B, C, or D?
C.
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 Judith says C with
C.
confidence. What do you think, Helenise?
I think C.
Correct.
President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
What does President Trump want to do?
A,
One more
B, C, or
time.
D? Yeah, definitely replay it.
More expensive. President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
C.
Number 1.
B.
C.
First
B.
A.
B. I think it's B.
C. C.
No, there's no B.
Say
Or
No
three.
B.
C or C.
The last
C
one.
or
Not your
three.
fault, Helenise. Everybody was telling you B. It's not your
Makes
fault.
C or three.
important thing.
Terrible. I can see.
C. Yes.
Which one? C or D? Or E?
C.
A.
D.
C.
C. Yes.
Maybe give her reasons why.
A.
Yes. Put a tariff of some imported thing.
Correct.
Yes, letter
Yes.
C.
Good job. Good job, team.
Okay, the video.
More
Okay,
expensive.
let's go.
President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
The tariffs could finish by April 2nd, start
April
earlier than
2nd.
April 2nd, end before April, begin in April.
A.
You wanna play it one more time,
In
maybe?
April.
One more time.
More
Full
expensive.
finish by
President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
A.
Release.
Beginning in
A.
April.
Letter B.
A.
Second one, yeah.
D.
No.
Letter A.
A.
It's,
A.
D.
D, D,
A.
D.
how about you
D.
give
D,
her
D,
your
D.
reasons? Or
Oh my
Last one,
goodness.
last one.
A.
D,
everybody
begin
shouting
in
at
April.
Helenise at once. Give her a reason. Finish in April, begin in April, end before April. It's one
The
of those.
last one.
The last
Why?
one.
Why do you say that, McLeodine? Why would you say that?
Beginning.
The
Um,
documental says that
say
in early
Behind
June.
June.
April. Is that number D?
Yeah.
I say number 1.
Early
I-
second,
Early,
early April
Take your
2nd.
time, Helenise.
Begin in April.
yeah. Try to
Good
see.
job. As early as means starting in this time.
Start. Yeah.
As early, okay.
Right.
As early, okay.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Good job,
Cars are about to get much more expensive. President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
As early, yeah.
Okay. Right now, the spell.
Plans.
The words.
P.
Yep, and you can type it faster.
E, L,
L
A.
A
N.
D,
N
and
S.
S.
Good job.
and
Slap.
Slap.
S.
S
L.
S. L.
L
A.
A
P.
P.
P. Slap.
Tariff.
T.
T
A.
A.
A
R.
R.
R
R. I.
I
F.
F F
F.
Autos.
A
O.
A,
U.
U
T.
T
T.
O,
O
O. S.
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 Good job.
Nice.
Cars are about to get much more expensive. President Trump plans to slap a new 25% tariff on imported autos, chips, and pharmaceuticals as early as April 2nd.
High in price. That's a synonym of which one?
Expensive.
Expensive.
It's
Expensive.
expensive.
There you go. Good job.
Good job.
I'm gonna let Insafayo
Number one.
Yeah, important. Important.
House.
Important.
No, it's number one.
Imported. Imported.
Important.
Yeah.
Important.
First one.
Good job.
Order.
Very
Uh,
small piece of
Chips.
material
Chips.
used
Use
inside
Chips.
computer and electronic.
Number two.
Second,
Chips.
chips,
Yes.
Yes.
drugs or
Drugs,
medicines that are
The
used
last one.
Pharmaceutical.
D.
The last. Number
The
four.
last one.
Pharmaceuticals.
Number four.
Last one.
Yay!
Hey, good job, everybody.
Very good,
Woohoo!
very good.
Congratulations.
I have I'm
100%.
gonna take control back. Good job, Helenice. Very good. And I know it's difficult with all your classmates shouting at you at the same time. Good job. Everybody give Helenice a nice thumbs up. Very good. Teamwork makes the dream work. So that article was about various things being imported, imported things getting more expensive. So I have a little joke for you. Guess what my guess what your teachers, what is your teacher's favorite imports? Guess. Cars, food, clothing. Take a guess. Everybody guess.
Immigrant.
Cigarettes. Okay.
T-shirt.
Tell me everything. I'll give you the answer in a minute. Tell me everything. Money. Okay. All right. Let's get some guesses.
Immigrants.
Alright.
Teacher, give
Yes,
me
import,
one chip.
import.
All right. Okay. Any other guesses? I'm gonna write it in the chat.
Books.
Oh, books. That's a good guess. Good. It's in the chat. My students. My students come from all over the world, and I love you. You're my favorites. You're my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
The best. Okay. My students
That's
are my
good.
favorite. Everybody was overthinking it. Anyway, so I'm going to show you some vocabulary for next week's assignment. 2 assignments next week. One, well, this coming week. One for Wednesday and one for Friday. One for Wednesday and one for Friday. Here we go. So first, we're going to use some vocabulary, and I will actually give you some vocabulary in the chat right here. All right. So we're going to look at a new engine article. It's very, very interesting. And I'm going to give you several vocabulary words that we can start with right now. Okay. I'm going to underline the word and you can follow me with pronunciation. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Blindness.
Blindness.
Communities.
Communities.
Complications.
Complications.
Critic.
Critic.
Decline.
Decline.
Health officials.
Health
Health.
officials.
Increase.
Increase.
Infected.
Infected.
Kindergartners.
Kindergartners.
Very good. Measles.
Measles.
Mumps.
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 Rubella.
Rubella.
Very good. MMR vaccine.
MMR vaccine.
Very good. Those of you with kids know this one very well. Nationwide
Nationwide
outbreak
Outbreak.
outbreak
pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
pneumonia
Preventing.
preventing
Recommended.
recommended
Excellent.
Recommended.
Some of these you are familiar with already. So I'm going to just do I didn't give you a chance to study, but I'm going to give you a little brief exercise. I'm going to give you the definition of one of these words, and you can use your hand raising emoji to guess which word it is. Here we go. A condition of not being able to see. Herbert.
Blindness.
Very good, Herbert. Very good. All right. Someone who speaks out against something.
Critic.
Wait, who is that? Who said critic?
Amaya.
Amaya. Correct, Amaya. Yeah. Herbert, you had your hand up. Let's just say Herbert was raising his hand for you. Good job. To rise or to add in number. Use their hand raising emoji. Oh, who was that? Sandy.
Increase.
Correct. Correct. All right. And stopping before something happens.
Preventing.
One second. I saw Sandy's hand up. I'm gonna give somebody else a chance to do it. Okay, Sandy, go for it. Preventing. Okay, Jean-Ville got it too. All
I
right,
say.
there you go. All right. Government officials who create policies regarding disease prevention and medicine.
MMR vaccine.
No, good guess, but remember to use your hand raising emoji.
Oh, sorry.
Helenice.
I'm driving.
Well, oh, you're driving. Don't look at the screen. Jean-Ville, don't look at the screen. You're gonna die. Don't do that. Judith.
Nationwide.
Health officials.
Yes,
Health
good.
officials.
Good.
Health officials.
Health officials. Yes, that was I just did my job preventing a car accident, telling Jean-Ville not to look at the screen while he drives.
Yeah.
Across the country. Across the country. Sandy.
Nationwide.
Nationwide, correct.
Nationwide.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. People who live in one particular area. Jorge. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't raise your hand. Jorge.
Communities.
Communities. Very good. Communities. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Very nice. I'll do one more. To reduce or go down.
Decline, teacher?
Yeah.
Declined, yes. Declined. Very good, very good, very good. All right, nice. Now, okay, everybody, I have a surprise for you, and I'll have to stop because I'll have to stop recording for this part, but I'm going to send a popular song and the lyrics to everybody in the WhatsApp group. Because this song that I'm going to show you relates to the article we're going to read for next week and two upcoming assignments. Hang on one second. Very good, very good. Okay. Okay. I'm going to send you all a music video, a nice music video. Sending everybody right now. Okay. You can listen to it on your own. Listening to it and following the words will actually help. And here it is. I'm going to stop recording. All right. I'm going to make this big so everybody can see. All right. Okay. So these are the lyrics. I will circle two bars or two stanzas at once. And you can raise your hand if you choose to read. Let's get a couple volunteers. Who wants to read? So the song is called History Repeating. Felipe, go for it.
Me.
And then you can read the next one. Who said me? Was that Amaya?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Amaya, you go after Felipe. Felipe, you can read the
Start
first one.
right now. Okay.
Yep.
The word is about there is something evolving.
Very good.
Whatever may come, the world keeps revolving. They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me, it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating. The newspapers shout a new style is growing, but it don't know if it's coming or going.
Very nice. All right. Okay, Amaya, you wanted the next part of the song? Here we go. Let's take whoop. Okay.
Okay.
Go for it, Amaya.
Okay. There is fashion, there is fat, song is good, song is bad. And the joke rather sad, that is all just a little bit of history repeating. And I've seen it before, and I'll sing again. Yes, I've seen it before, just a little bit of history repeating.
Very nice. Okay. And Herbert, you've had your hand up a while. Herbert and then Judith. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, Herbert. These next two.
Some people don't dance if they don't know who is singing. Why ask your head? It's your hips that are swinging. Life's for us to enjoy. Woman, man, girl, and boy. Feel the pain, feel the joy. Aside said the little bits of history repeating. Just little bits of history repeating, and I've seen it before, and I'll see it again. Yes, I've seen it before. Just little bits of history repeating.
Judith, you could take the next part. And actually, that's the end of the song. Sorry, Judith.
No problem.
The song is not longer. Maybe we could write the artist to make a little longer version of the song, but that's the
No.
whole song. And I'll stop recording. Well, actually, I'll show you a little bit. This is a music video from the end of the last century, and it was a popular electronic music album that featured an older big band jazz singer from the 1960s. So the group was the Propeller Heads, and they featured a lot of jazz singers and also old school hip hop performers. I'll show you the video. So it looks like it's, say, from the mid-century, but it's actually from the late 90s, just about 25 years ago. And here's the singer Shirley Bassey. And the group, the Propeller Heads, they make most of the music. It's these two guys, this guy on the drums and this guy on the piano right there. So it's actually relatively contemporary, but it looks like it's mid-century. So it's a nice song, makes you think, and it also has a nice groove, makes you dance. All right, I'll stop recording and you can enjoy. All right, so that's a song. It's good fun, but let's take a look at the lyrics. Okay. So the lyrics right here, I've seen it before. I'll see it again. Yes, I've seen it before. Just a little bit of history repeating. For breakout rooms, I'm going to ask this question. Here we go. Can you think of something in your lifetime that has happened before and is happening again? It could be anything. So that's the song. Think of something in your lifetime that has happened before and is happening again. Take a little while. Could be anything. And we have a nice mix of ages. Some people in this classroom are in their 20s, and some people are in their 50s and 60s, and some people are in their 70s. So we've all got an interesting perspective. Think of something that has happened before, but is happening again. Does everybody understand the question?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Let's go into breakout rooms and discuss. This is where I'll take attendance for tonight. Here we go. Breakout room time. Okay, everybody. You can join your breakout rooms now. Go for it. And make sure you have your cameras on and discussions are lively. If you're driving, Jeanville, don't crash. Don't look at the screen. Okay, everybody, good job. And people are still coming back from the breakout rooms. Here are the next two assignments for the week ahead. So the first assignment, this will be for Wednesday, titled Measles in Texas. And I hope I spelled measles right. L-E-S or E-L-S. I'll figure it out in a moment. And then I made an anagram exercise with the vocabulary list that I sent you a little while ago.
Excuse
So,
me, teacher, what does measles?
what's that?
What does mean measles?
Oh, you'll find out in just a moment. Here we go. There we go. All right. L-E-S, yes, I got it right. Okay. So this is the exercise for Wednesday, and we're going to use the vocabulary from this exercise that I showed you actually earlier in the class. And you can first remember to go over the vocabulary here. And the answer to Judith's question is this.
Measles cases.
So it's a disease. And this is dated March 15th, 2025. Now, I'm going to take a pause right here and ask this question. You might need to, I'm not sure how you say the word in your language, but you can just look it up real quick.
Teacher,
Hey, Herbert.
something that I said is sickness is something that has happened and it's happening again every
Yeah,
time.
your example was perfect. Yes, exactly. This is an example. Yeah. Does everybody know what this particular disease is? If you're not quite sure,
I think we say sarampion in Spanish.
well, it's something that has not been really common in the United States for a long time, about 100 years. The last case was, I think, about 35 years ago, but it's having a resurgence. So that's the concept of history repeating. So here's the vocabulary. Everybody follow along. Here we go.
Measles cases.
You can practice pronunciation. Go ahead.
Measles cases.
Measles
Measles
cases.
Measles cases.
Very good.
Increased.
Increase.
Outbreak.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Increased.
Outbreak.
Very good.
Outbreak. Outbreak.
Outbreak.
Outbreak.
Very good.
Health official.
Health
Official.
Health official.
Health official.
official.
Very good.
Vaccine.
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 Critic.
Critic.
Critic. Top priority.
Top
Priority.
Priority.
Top priority.
Team.
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 Mumps.
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 Rubella.
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 Highly effective.
Highly
Effective.
Preventing.
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 Severe.
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 Shot.
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 Recommended.
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 Recover from.
He covered.
Recover from.
Recover from.
Recover from.
Infected.
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 Lead to.
Lead to.
Lead to.
Lead to.
Complications.
Complications.
Pneumonia.
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 Blindness.
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 Swelling.
Swelling.
Death.
Death.
Very good, very good. All right, I'm gonna start and then I'll control the mouse exactly the way Helenise did, and everybody can follow along. A lot of the words we already you already are familiar with, but we can go through it together here. Here we go. Whoops. Let's see. All right. Oh, we need to read it first, actually. Hang on one second. Oh, here it is.
The number of measles cases in Texas has increased to 146 in an outbreak that has also killed a child. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the health official in the U.S. and a vaccine critic, said Wednesday that ending the outbreak is a top priority for him and his team. The measles, mumps, and rubella (MMR) vaccine is safe and highly effective at preventing infection and severe cases. The first shot is recommended for children ages 12 to 15 months, and the second for ages 4 to 6 years. Most kids recover from measles if infected, but infection can lead to dangerous complications such as pneumonia, blindness, brain swelling, and death. Vaccination rates have declined nationwide, and most states are below 95% for kindergarteners, the level needed to protect communities against outbreaks.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Here we go. So when I follow along now, you can do this on your own on Wednesday. According to RFK Jr., A, ending the outbreak is too difficult. B, his priority is to make a team of his health officials. C, his team want to create new measles vaccine. D, stopping the measles is very important. A, B, C, or D. I'll put everybody try to give your reasoning and base and give examples from the text. Don't just shout the letter. A, B, C, C, or D.
Yes, teacher, you said.
What did you say, Jumbo? C?
That and our priority for him and his team.
Yeah, it's in this paragraph. That's a good point. So
That's why I
we're
say
paraphrasing this paragraph.
priority
Which
to
one
make
is it?
him
A, B,
yes.
C, or D?
I think
For me, it's B.
sure.
It's
A. This is stopping measles outbreak is very important. That is a priority for him and his team.
A, yes.
So A says it's too difficult for him as his team. Is
No,
that the same?
it's a very important stopping the measles outbreak.
B says top priority
Yeah.
to make a team of health officials. C, he and his team want to create a new measles vaccine. D, stopping the measles outbreak is very important. Which one is
And then
paraphrasing this, what the second paragraph says?
B.
No, I
What does
think
everybody think?
G.
Miss A.
B.
I'm having fun. Try to give you a reasoning.
Is it top priority?
Because
Yeah.
Maybe it's B, teacher.
he don't need to make a team. He have
B
a
or
team.
C.
Yeah, it's true. He's
Your
not
D.
making a team. Good point. Good point, Arthur. He's not making a team.
He have a team, but it's a very important. Measles outbreak is very important.
Good. So it's definitely not B. His top priority is not to make a team.
Okay, D is the
He
correct
has a
answer.
team. So it's not B.
D.
I think D.
Don't talk about the
It's
vaccine.
D.
D.
I hear a lot of people say D. Should we go with D?
No,
I said C.
no, I think no.
I think it's C.
No,
C?
the vaccine too
Yes.
for the measles is exists. It's don't need a new vaccine.
So it says he and his team want to create a new measles vaccine. And now Arthur made a good point. Is the measles vaccine new?
No, the vaccine that was created in the 90s.
Remember the song?
Repeating.
It's not new. So it's definitely not new.
Teacher.
It's A, teacher. A.
A or D?
Teacher.
Is D. Stopping the measles outbreak is very important.
So outbreak.
Yes. It's very confused.
Yeah, that's why we do it together. One.
D.
I hear a lot of D. I hear a lot of D. Arthur's shaking his head. No, let's see. 1, 2. Arthur, I'm going to click D, and if it's wrong, Arthur can just dance. I want to see Arthur do a dance, okay? Arthur, just do like a dance if you're right and everybody else is wrong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. D is correct.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun. Okay. What does the article say about the MMR vaccine? That MMR stands for measles, mumps, rubella. So if you've got kids, you're familiar with the MMR. You might never have known that was an acronym for measles, mumps, rubella, but that's what MMR means. The measles, mumps, rubella vaccine is safe and highly effective at preventing infection in severe cases. The first shot is recommended for children ages 12 to 50 months, the second for ages 4 to 6. What does the article say about the MMR vaccine?
It is C. Yeah.
A,
B.
B, B,
No.
D.
C.
For me, is D. D is the correct answer.
This is going to be so much fun. All right, talk to each other. What does the article say? And that is this paragraph.
Are given to children between the age of 4 and 6.
D.
Yes, it's D. Yeah.
D.
I just hear everybody saying letters. Let's give reasoning why.
Is it preventing infection?
Very good at preventing measles and mumps infection. Is that what this says? The measles, mumps?
D, yes.
And actually, that is pretty much word for word what it says right there. Yeah, that
Measles
makes sense.
and mumps infection.
The
Yeah.
D is, I can't rule out D. Can we rule out A, B, or C?
B.
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 No.
Only used for severe cases?
No.
D is the correct answer.
Okay,
D.
1,
D.
2, 3. D is correct. Very good. Okay. Here we go.
It does
Next
not
up,
say that.
the article does not say that measles infections can lead to
Heart
A,
disease.
brain swelling, B, pneumonia, C, blindness, or D, heart disease.
Heart disease.
Here this
Here this task. Yes.
Number
The
8.
question is, does not say, what is not mentioned, does not say
Heart disease.
Heart
heart disease.
Heart disease.
Number 1.
disease.
You know where to get heart disease?
Heart
When you go-
disease.
Yeah.
Right. Heart disease, you get somewhere else. You know, when you go to the hospital and then you stay in the room forever and then you go downstairs and you see the big McDonald's in the hospital, that's where you get your heart disease. So, you get the heart disease when you leave the hospital. Arthur, you are the only one who likes my jokes tonight. Okay, Arthur is the only one who, you get me, you understand me. You get heart disease on the way out. Okay. So yes, it's got to be heart disease, correct. All right. All right, here we go. Next up, which of the following does the article say about vaccination rates among kindergartners? A, let me, there we go.
For me, D is the correct answer. Vaccination rates
A,
are now higher in most parts of the
B,
US than they were before.
C, C, B. Okay.
Decline. Now step down below.
D. All right. Take your time, everybody.
States are not high enough to protect against below. Below.
B.
Somebody said B with confidence. Can we give a reason?
Yes, because the B say that the rates in many states are not high enough to protect against outbreaks, and it's basically the same that said in the last paragraph.
Okay.
That say
Vaccination rate.
the most area below 95%.
Okay, that's correct. Yes, vaccination rates have declined nationwide. Most states are below 95% for kindergartners.
Yeah.
The level needed to
Yes.
protect communities against outbreaks. All right, so D says vaccination rates are higher.
No.
Everybody see that that's definitely wrong. It's the opposite. It's not higher, it's lower. Texas has a lower rate than most states. Does that
Don't say
that?
nothing about Texas. Then.
Yep, nothing specific to Texas. Good. So it's got to be A or B. What does everybody think?
B.
B.
I hear confidently B. Correct.
Right in many states.
Correct. All right. Here we go. Next up. Grammar activity. The grammar, you know what I believe? I'm going to actually not go over the grammar tonight. You can do that on your own. But I attached a piece of reading and we're gonna start it tonight and finish it next week on Monday, just for discussion. And Vidyoska, you mentioned the French proverb. Vidyoska, tell us what this is.
Deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah, deja vu. So yeah, very much the upcoming lesson is kind of like a deja vu, deja vu. So here we go. When I found this article in NGN, I remembered some of you who took, how many of you took a level 3 class in El Centro? Or a level 4 class in El Centro? Did you, Felipe?
I started in level
Teacher,
4.
I
Okay, some of you, okay, Helenice, you might have read this article before. Here we go. This was in the level 4 textbook, and I decided to pull it up. Here we go. Helenice, you remember this?
Yes.
All right, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So it's a story about 200 years ago, the origins of a smallpox vaccine. And it's very, very similar to what's been going on in Texas today in 2025. So I'll give everybody some of this article now, and then we can read it aloud, and then we can compare past to present for a larger discussion next week. And Helenice, you are way ahead of everybody. So Helenice, you read it before, and you're reading it again. It is deja vu. You said, I read this before.
I mentioned this. I mentioned it in the group.
Yeah. I read this before and I'm reading it again. Maybe 2 or 3 of you have read this before. But you'll find that about 200 or 300 years ago, this an issue of an outbreak of smallpox and they're creating a vaccine for that is very, very similar to what's going on in Texas. So let's just take um, the let's take, yes, okay. Let's start in the, yeah, there we go. So this is Edward Jenner. He was one of the early pioneers of the concept of what's called virilation. And I'm going to start here in paragraph 4. Helene, since you've read this before, and now you're reading it again, can you read?
No problem.
Yeah, can you read just paragraph 4 of this article? Edward
Sure.
Jenner.
Edward Jenner, an English country doctor, heard a story about farm workers who had contracted cowpox, a mild infection of animals, and then never got smallpox. Jenner became known not because he discovered that cowpox smallpox connection. Many farmers knew this from observation, out because he investigated it scientifically. Blah, blah, blah.
Scientifically, because he investigated scientifically and proved it.
Scientifically and prove it, showing the world how to benefit from it. Following the principles of his teacher who say, don't think, try, he set up experiments with various children, including eventually his own.
Very good. So yes, so Edward Jenner started doing experiments, basically giving very, very small amounts of very minor, tiny amounts of smallpox to small children. And you can keep going. Actually, would anybody else like to take over? Okay.
Continue to read it.
Go for it. Yeah, sure. How about Judith, go for it. He inoculated them.
He inoculated them with a cowpox and then proved that they no longer reacted when violated with smallpox. The children had acquired host immunity He called his prevention method a vaccine from the Latin for co. He said he's offending to the British Medical Association in 1797, but they refused to publish his revolutionary view without more proof. Violators who
Verilators, that's a word they called it.
Vio-
Verilator.
violators who were afraid to lose their livelihoods argued against him. Cartoonists showed the patient's growing cool needs after getting vaccinated.
Very good. Okay, and very good. Keep going. Yeah, you can finish this one. Keep going, Judith. Yeah.
Okay. But when other doctors and scientists reported his experiment and found that he was right, Jenner became a hero. In France, Jenner was so revered that on his request, the French Emperor Napoleon made some British.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
British. I didn't say.
Freed some British prisoners.
Okay, freed some British prisoner of war, saying, "Ah, Jenner, I can refuse him nothing."
Very good. All right. Here it is. Hold on a second. Okay. And eventually, and much later, in 1840, virilation was banned in Britain, and in 1853, a universal vaccine became compulsory in England and Wales. So banned means forbidden, stopped. But then 13 years later, it became compulsory, means you have to get a vaccine. So there was constantly shifting public opinions in law and in public opinions from 1840 in England to 1853 and in France as well. So this is an article, this is a historical article, but it makes the NGen assignment much more interesting. All right. So we can wrap up class tonight, but I'm going to put a question here. Any thoughts relating past history to today? Any thoughts from anybody?
Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
COVID,
Maybe.
Yeah,
COVID,
Felipe, then Arthur, go for it. Well, what are you thinking?
I think that is the article that we have written is I think that is similar that or have a similar situation with the COVID-19, COVID-19. Maybe.
Yes. Good comparison. This has all happened in our lifetimes. Yes. What were you thinking, article? I said article. Arthur. Arthur, not article. Arthur. Oh yeah, you can turn your microphone on. Oh, microphone. Yeah, go for it, Arthur.
Yeah. Yes, but I tried. Yes, the article is really similar for the COVID. It's the same answers.
Yes. Very good. All right. Good job. So Felipe and Arthur have the same conclusion. Well, we can call it a night. That's about it. And I'll stop sharing my screen. And so you've got now, Friday, it's another vocabulary exercise, but it's a typing based exercise, an anagram game that I made. So you'll see the same exact vocabulary words from the article from the assignment for Wednesday. And then Friday, you'll be able to practice new vocabulary with it. And that is it. So it'll keep you busy. And then I gave you the supplementary reading, the history piece. So you'll be able to exercise your brain all week. You see what I'm doing right now? It's a brain exercise. It makes your brain just go like brain push-ups. It makes you think. It makes you happy. There we go, everybody. There we go. I love it. Everybody's doing it. Brain push-ups. I love it. All right. Okay, everybody. I'll see you next week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Bye-bye.
night.
Good teacher,
Bye-bye. Thank you, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you,
teacher. Bye,
teacher.
everyone.
See you, everyone. See you
Bye-bye.
next week.
And
See you
so,
next week.
hi, everybody.